Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your host with the most, Cruise Gaming. Welcome back to another Summoner's War monster review. And in this video, we'll be reviewing all the skills and stats and runes of how to build the Kung Fu Girl, the Summoner's War ratings, rune recommendations, and much more. So stay tuned. Okay, so first up we have is the Fire Kung Fu Girl. When she's awakened, she's called HongHua. Okay, leader skill increases the attack power of allied monsters in the arena by 33%. Pretty useful right there. Next, strikes random targets 4 times with the power of fire. Each strike has a 50% chance to elongate the harmful effect on the enemy by 1 turn. If the skill is on cooldown, you will have a 25% chance to counter attack. So pretty good there. You can go with revenge. Attacks the enemy target with a turning kick and decreases the attack power by 50% with an 80% chance, and decreases the attack speed for 2 turns. If the attack bar is depleted by this attack, the target will be stunned. So as you can see, you can also go with despair as well to increase that stunning rate on all 3 skills. Attacks the enemy with the condensed energy and reduces enemy's defense for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Twisted kick will be activated in succession with a 30% chance. Pretty good over here. Twisted kick is the second skill, so let's go see how we can build her. So if you're an early game user and you just get this monster, you want to go with Fatal and Blade. Make sure you go with a full attack on it. You can add a crit damage if you get that, but you can just keep it in Fatal range. If you're a late gamer and you get this and you just want to know how to build this, you just want to basically go with Vio Revenge, or you can also go with Rage and Blade. Rage Blade also works good. Attack, crit damage, attack. Extra rune recommendations by Come to Us himself. For an extra turn, go with Violent and Focus, Speed, Attack, Accuracy. This is what they recommend. If you want to go with a damage type, they also recommend you go with Fatal, Focus, Speed, Attack, Accuracy. I think Violet's Revenge is going to be the most best used on her, because she's also going to get that 22% chance to attack again. Via proc plus with the Revenge makes it even worse. Okay, so this monster received a total score of 5.5, which is not pretty good. The users, the people who have rated her on the Come to Us site have rated her 7.6 usage. 51% said keep it, 31% use it as food, 9% rated it the best, and 9% rated it meh. Next is the Water Kung Fu Girl. When she's awakened, she's called XiaoLin. Her leader skill increases the defense of ally monsters in the arena by 33%, which is great if you're having any defense buffs. Strikes to random targets 4 times with the power of water, increases the inflicted damage by 15% for each harmful effect on the enemy. If the skill is on cooldown, you have a 25% chance to counter attack when attacked. So it's basically like a revenge once the skill is on cooldown. If you go with the revenge runes on her, you can increase that chances. The fact that she increases damage by 15% for each harmful effect is pretty good. Next skill attacks the target with a turning kick and decreases the attack bar by 50% chance with an 80% chance, and decreases the attack speed for 2 turns. If the target's attack bar is depleted by this attack, the target will be stunned. So it's pretty similar to the fire right there. First skill attacks the enemy with a condensed energy and reduces the enemy's defense for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Twisted kick will be activated in the attack succession, which is the second skill. So decreasing the attack bar and counter attacking. It's pretty neat monster, used a lot by many people in battle. So let's go check out her runes and stats. So if you're an early gamer and you get this water kung fu girl, you want to go with fatal blade, attack, 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 or you can just pop in a crit damage or a crit rate if you have that slot for that. As a late gamer, you want to go with violent and revenge, attack, crit damage, attack, always the best combination. Rune recommendations recommended by Come To Us themselves. They want you to go with violent and focus. I don't know why they want you to get accuracy, maybe because of the debuffs, but speed is pretty useful on this. If you want to build a speedy team, recommended by Come To Us again, they want you to go with a swift, focus, speed, attack, accuracy. I recommend that you go with a rage and revenge build. Works best. Attack, attack, attack. Or you can, if you're going with full attack on the 3 slots, go with crit rate and crit damage, speed and HP substats, or just basically go with attack, crit damage, crit rate substats, and then attack rune. So you'll have the 3 set. Speed is very important on this XiaoLin. Okay, so the dungeon rating, she has 4 out of 5, which is pretty neat. Arena offense 4 out of 5. Arena defense 3.5, so not so good in defense, as you can see there. Guild War offense is pretty good, 4.5. Same with TOA as well. She doesn't do good as a defense type monster because she's an attack obviously build. User rating is 8.2, so as you can see 8.2 is pretty high compared to the other monsters that you see, so definitely build her and keep her. Okay, next we have is the Wind Kung Fu Girl. When she's awakened, she is called Ling. Leader skill increases the accuracy of ally monsters in the arena by 40%. Note that it's not limited to any attribute, so pretty useful right there. Strikes random targets 4 times with the power of wind and removes all beneficial effects on the target, and if the skill is on cooldown, you have a 25% chance to counterattack when attacked. So very good against monsters with invincibility types, heal, etc. Attacks the enemy 2 times with a swift kick to remove beneficial effects, 1 beneficial effect each time. So the beneficial effect of removing monster. Attacks the enemy with a condensed energy, reduces the enemy's defense for 1 turn with a 50% chance, and counterattacks with the shadowless kick, which is removing a debuff again. So this monster, you want to go with violent. You want to get as much turns as possible with this monster. You want to have high HP on her. She's basically for removing debuffs, buffs, as you can see. Pretty useful. Okay, so for an early build, you want to go with a fatal and blade build, full attack. As a late gamer, you want to go with the violent and revenge, attack, crit damage, attack. This is recommended by Come To Us themselves. Rune recommendations, also violent, focus, speed, attack, accuracy. If you want to go with a damage type, go with fatal, focus, speed, attack, accuracy. The build that I recommend that you go with is violent and revenge. Go with HP, speed, HP, or you can swap out any one of those for attack, because this is a beneficial remover. It's meant to be tanky and fast and get enough fire procs as possible or paired up with the healer, right? As your substats, you want to go with attack, speed, and HP, right? Those are your substats, your main substats. This monster, in the overall experience of the Summoners War users, for dungeons they have rated it 4 out of 5, arena 4 out of 5, arena defense 3.5 out of 5, Guild War offense 4 out of 5, Guild War defense 3.5, and TOA 3.5. Overall usage score is 7.9. It's not more of an attacking type monster, it's more of a beneficial removing monster once again So you want to use it against low Chloe, invincibility, immunity, such type monsters. Against Ariel, this monster will be very good. So that's a build for the Wind KungFu Girl. Okay, next up we have is the Light KungFu Girl. When awakened, she's called LiuMei. Leader skill increases the crit rate of ally monsters in the arena by 24%. Strikes random targets 4 times with the power of light that absorbs 25% of the attack bar. With each attack, if the skill is on cooldown, you have a 25% chance to counter attack when attacked. Pretty neat there. Next, Twisted Kick attacks the enemy with a turning kick and decreases the attack bar by 50% chance with 50% with an 80% chance, and decreases its attack speed for 2 turns. If the target's attack bar is depleted, you will stun the enemy. Attacks the enemy with a condensed energy and reduces the enemy's defense for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Twisted Kick will be activated in succession with a 30% chance, which is the second skill. So attack absorbing a monster. So this monster is going to be very useful. You can probably use this monster anywhere besides the fact that it is a light monster. Absorbing the attack bar is pretty useful strategy when you are trying to work with dragons and such monsters. So this monster is definitely worth it to build. So for the Light KungFu Girl, for an early build, when you get out, you want to go with the Fatal Blade full attack. Late gamer, you want to go with a Violent Revenge, attack, crit damage, attack, same as all the others. Rune recommendation recommended by Contrast himself. Violent Focus, speed, attack, accuracy, damage build, Rage Blade, speed, crit, damage, attack. In dungeons, this monster has been rated 4 out of 5 arena offense, 4 out of 5 arena defense, 3.5 Guild War offense, 4 Guild War defense, 3.5 TOA, 3.5 usage. Overall score is 7.8. As you can see, it's a pretty okay type 1 star to use. Okay, next up we have is the Dark KungFu Girl, one of the most OPS KungFu Girl around. When she's awakened, she's called Faye. Her arena skill gives you the attack speed boost of 24%. The reason why she's so good is because she ignores defense with the third skill. Strikes a random target 4 times with power of darkness. Each strike has a 25% chance to ignore the target's defense. If the skill is on cooldown, you have a 25% chance to counter attack. Next one removes a beneficial effect 1 time, attacks twice, so there's 2 beneficial effects that she can remove with the second skill. First skill attacks the enemy with the condense and reduces the enemy's defense for 1 turn with a 50% chance. Shadowless Kick will be activated in succession with a 30% chance. Shadowless Kick is the second skill, which is a beneficial remover. So she ignores defense, she removes beneficial effects on the enemy, and she defense breaks with the first skill, and she also counter attacks. So that's why she's pretty good and useful. Okay, so if you're an early gamer and you just get this monster, you want to build it with full attack. If you can put in a crit damage, that would be perfect. Make sure it's on Fatal and Blade. For a late gamer, you want to go with the Vio and Revenge, attack, crit damage, attack. The pros of having her is ignoring 25% defense on the third skill. Very powerful when you Violent Chain procs, and removes beneficial effects. The con that is that she needs to Violent and Revenge to be very effective in battle. As you can see, dungeon, arena, defense, offense, Guild War, offense, defense, TOA, she is great in everything. So this monster has been rated 8.5. I don't think it deserves an 8.5. I think it deserves a 9.5 because it's so great. So this is definitely a godly type monster in Summoner's War. Thanks for watching the video. If you made it until this point, like, share and subscribe for more videos, and until next time, peace out.
Feel me like a Hellcat.